You clicked on this video, so I assume you are interested in doing something for your body. Perfect, because today I will show you my favorite full body stretch. I do this every morning and it helps me to feel really good throughout my whole body from top to bottom and also prevent pain. It's best if you join in right away because you will be surprised how you feel afterwards. I will now show you 3 variations of the first exercise so that you can choose which one suits you best, and then we will do them together. Number 1, you simply stand. You can do it anywhere, in the office, at the bus stop, or wherever you are standing. Take your hands down to your buttocks, push your hips forward, pull your navel back, and bend backward. You can also include your head in the movement. This is the first option. If you have any stability issues, then better do the second one. The second one is almost identical, but we go towards a wall, push the hips forward again, pull the belly button back, overstretch against the wall, hold onto the wall. And in the third one, we practice on the mat. That means you go onto the crawling position, push the groins forward, belly button back, and let yourself increasingly sag. And all of these 3 exercises do the same thing, namely they counterbalance sitting by moving in the opposite direction. And that's good for your back, for your hips, for your knees, for your neck, depending on which variation you do. Have you chosen one? No matter which one you do, we will do it together now. I'll do the one on the wall, you do the one you have selected. Groin forward, belly button backward, and now let's get started. Always go further into the stretch. You feel the groin when stretching. You may also feel it in the back. And if you take the head into the stretch, you may also notice something in the neck or throat area. But it doesn't have to be. It just makes it a bit more complete. Even if you let yourself hang down on the floor, on the mat, you can lift your head up and back. Let yourself be stretched further and further in. And now we slowly start and press with the torso upwards and forwards as if we wanted to push the wall away. When you do this, press with your hands against your buttocks, and if you are on the ground, pull with your knees against the ground. Relax again and continue into the stretch. And again the same. You press against it, keep pressing against it, relax and continue into the stretch. And yet a third time. You press against it and relax and continue into the stretch. And now we do the same thing again at a higher speed. You press against it, relax and continue. You press, relax, continue. You press, relax, continue. You press, relax, continue. Press, release, repeat. Press, release, repeat. Press, release, repeat. Press, release, repeat. You press, relax, continue. And then you add your arms, actively pulling yourself nicely into the stretch and slowly come back up. Wow, intense, right? But so good. Feel inside now. Maybe you have the desire to briefly go into the opposite movement. But with that, we solve all the shortenings caused by excessive seating. And that feels so good. You will probably confirm that to me, right? It will feel the same for you. Now we move on to the second exercise. In the second exercise, I will also show different variations, actually 2 variations. One that you can easily do while standing anywhere, anytime. This is an exercise for counterbalance. And thus we release the tension from the back. Why does the back always have tension and also the buttocks? You have to imagine when we sit, we always have an angle here, and the muscles here in front, especially the hip flexor, are getting shorter and shorter. And as a result, the body is pulled forward. And then the back muscles straighten it again, because you don't want to walk around like that. You constantly have tension in the back. And that's exactly the tension where your masseuse or masseur says, what are these tense knots? And what we do is simply stretching these tensions, right? And that means you just go a little further forward easily. I will show it to you so that you can feel it. Always go a little further forward, support yourself nicely, and always come down further. This is the exercise, and the counter tension would be like this now. The torso wants to go up, but you hold on tight. That's why it doesn't go up. Then you relax and go further in. And in the active phase at the end, you would always pull down further. So, a little tip for you, you should actually be able to easily touch the floor with your fingertips with straight knees. Not much can go wrong there. And even if you're still far away, do this exercise every day and you'll be amazed. If you do it daily, it takes most people no longer than 2 to 3 weeks to at least touch the floor with their fingertips. And let's do the alternative to that. Back on the mat. Sit down and now take our stretching strap. Or by the way, you get information here, or a belt, or a towel, or something that makes the arms long, because few manage to reach their feet. And even if you could, it's better to have the loop, because you can pull better during strength training, which we have incorporated into the exercises. Better pull, better counter pull. So, and now the exercises, you keep moving forward. Yes, you are always moving forward. And now you can feel the stretching. You feel it in the back of the knees and you feel it in the lower back. Right? Knee pits and lower back, that's where you feel it. And let's first let the body give in a little. The fascia, the muscles, they need time. Time is an important factor. That's why you should always stretch for 2 minutes and a little more, not just 20 seconds. I always say, as a joke, if you don't endure this 2 minutes, better go have a coffee instead of wasting time. Because in my opinion, the efficiency is reduced to 10% and the time is not really worth it. Better take the time and then stretch properly. And always come a little further forward. And even if you can already reach, yes, keep doing it anyway, because you'll have a firm grip for our strength training. What does our strength training look like? Join in right away. You press down on the back of the knees, then the stretching becomes a bit more intense. And then your forefoot wants to move forward more and your trunk wants to move back. 3 forces, more, even more, a little more, and relax and continue to stretch further. And again the same. You pull with your feet forward, you pull with your torso backwards, but because you hold on, everything stays as it is and does not move. I have explained what you do while standing. You practically grasp your legs from behind with your hands and pull upwards against the hands. And again, relax and continue moving forward. And again, you pull really hard, release gently and continue moving forward. And now we do the whole thing again a little faster. You pull, let loose, and further. And you pull and let loose and further. And you pull, let loose further. And 4, let loose further. And 5, let loose further. And 6, let loose further. And 7, let loose further. And 8, let loose further. And 9, let loose further. And 10, let loose further. And 11, let loose further. And 12, let loose further. And now you hold yourself, pull back your feet, try to go forward with your torso, always further, and pull more and more and even more, and slowly come back out. So now we have done a lot for the back, for the hips, for the knees, and even for the neck, because the muscles and fascia are all connected. And through all these connections, you still have effects even a little further away from the actual stretching area. And now we come to the third shortening, the third release, namely here in the front. Why do we need to clear the front area of the chest? Because we always have our arms in front all day long. When writing, when massaging, when eating, they are always in the front here. And very rarely are they back there, and even more rarely are both arms back, and then you already notice, oh, that's difficult, yes. The simplest way to do this is to stand in front of a corner, so to speak, into the corner. I love my corner. I stand in the corner every morning. Yes, look, I'll show you quickly. You go to the corner, take your arms horizontally, and now we have 3 angles. The first one is a bit over the horizontal line. It mainly frees up your upper back. Then we have a 30-degree angle, which is for the upper back and also a good portion for the shoulder. And then we have the 45-degree angle, which is specifically for the shoulder. You should change that, yes. If you do these 3 major exercises, we say these are the big 3. If you do them daily, I personally do them on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I start all over again. Yes, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. There you have a wonderful distribution over all the different parts of the chest muscles. The pectoralis major muscles are large muscles with various fiber orientations, and this exercise serves them all well. If you don't have a corner right now, then take 2 chairs instead. I will disappear from the picture for a moment and get the chairs. Look, and then you spread them apart like this. I always do it here at the corner of the mat. That's quite good. So, and now you can also practice the same without the corner by placing your hands on the seat surfaces. And with the trunk so far forward or backward until you have adjusted your angles, and then you can go nicely into the stretch. You can then adjust the force with which you can lean in by moving your knees forward and backward. It takes a bit of practice. The corner is the easiest and effortless of the variations, not moving the chairs around and so on, but there are apartments where there are no corners free, and then you can use the chairs. I'll show it in the corner, and then we'll do the exercise together in the corner, okay? So you stand in front of it, take your arms horizontally first, do the same with the chairs, yes, and then you go 1 hand's width higher. Now you are at about these 10 degrees, which are so important for the back, for the upper, this burning between the shoulder blades, and also for the neck. Yes, this is really important. You take 1 foot back, and with the other foot you come forward, and now you keep going. Important now, not to go into the corner with the pelvis. But with the upper end of the sternum, you continue into the corner, and then you immediately notice, oh, now it pulls on the hands. And now take a close look at my right hand. I bend the fingers, move the palm a little further towards the corner. This way the arms bend a little, and then I go forward again, and the arms stretch out again. And so you can move yourself exactly so that you are always in the area that still feels positive during stretching, right? You move in the necessary way with this finger, always a little further into the corner, and can thereby increase the stretching accordingly. So, and when we are already quite well in the stretching, then we start with the strength training. That means both hands tense against the walls, both hands tense really hard against the walls. Then you relax and move your fingers through the wall so that you can get a little further in. And again, we tense up really tight, and then relax, move the fingers a little bit to be able to go further into the corner. And again, you tense up, then we relax in order to be able to go a little further into the corner. And then we do the whole thing faster. Tighten, relax and extend, and tighten, relax and extend, and tighten, relax and extend. If it continues further, then you go on. If not, you stay in place and wait until it continues. Tighten, relax and stretch, tighten, relax, stretch, tighten, relax, stretch. And then you slowly go out and pull back properly with your arms. When you have practiced on the chair, go into the kneeling position and pull back properly, and even more, and even more, and even more. And then come out and feel inside and enjoy this liberating feeling. And if you like this liberated feeling as much as I do, then I recommend you to take a look at our Love Foam Deluxe app. I made these specifically to motivate you to practice daily. 365 days a year of 7-minute workouts. Sundays are 30-minute workouts, always new, always motivating, and an area where, according to your pain, you will find exactly the exercises that fit, that can help you there. Go in, click on this, then you will get all the information and give it a try. I think you will be thrilled. And now we take these 3 exercises, these big 3, which have such a positive effect on the body, in my experience, and put them together in a small final sequence. After you've done these stretches, you stand up and you take your arms to this angle, arch nicely backwards, come forward and bend down. And again, you notice all 3 exercises are in there now. Arms back, torso back, and again forward and down again. So now we are putting the stretching into motion to incorporate it even more into everyday life. And now you pull back again with your arms, torso, and head, and then go forward again. I do this every morning, and much more, of course, but just that every morning, even if I had no time at all, yes, just about 5 minutes or 3 minutes. However, I would do exactly that, because I know the shortest time and the most what happens during that time. If you click here, you will be taken to another full body routine, and down here you can subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done it yet, do it now, and don't forget to activate the bell. Otherwise, you might miss a video that is exciting for you and your well-being. I am glad that you were there. Goodbye until next time.